Is it legal to play cover songs in a bar or venue? Do I have to pay the songwriter if I cover their song? Can my band make money off a cover song that we record? We're about to find out. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? My name is Adam. Hope you're doing well. I get asked a lot on social media about the economics of cover songs, specifically for the songwriters and the bands playing them. Playing covers is a great way to make money as a working musician, and whether you're a solo act or a full band, it can be a really fun way to pay your bills. In the process of playing out, though, I don't think we stop to consider how playing other people's songs benefits not only us, but the songwriters as well. This is one of the rare occasions where I get to dust off my music business degree, so let's talk about the ins and outs of the royalty system in regards to cover songs. Now, to preface this, I live in the United States, so if you live out of the country, these particulars may vary. Also, copyright law is constantly evolving, so this may be one of those videos where I have to come back and do a revised version in the future. Before we get into it, if you are a working musician looking to make good money playing music, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. So let's talk about the kinds of royalties artists can make in regards to their releases. In the US, currently, there are 4 types of royalties. Mechanical royalties, which is what a songwriter gets paid whenever their composition gets reproduced in a tangible form. Think records, CDs, that kind of thing. Performance royalties, which are split between the songwriter and the publisher, and are paid whenever a song is performed live or a recording is played. Sync royalties, which is whenever a song is used in a TV or a movie. This can be very lucrative, by the way. Last and certainly least is print music royalties, which is what you get paid for literal sheet music sales. The opposite of lucrative. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Let's talk about live performances. For working musicians, this is going to be the arena where most covers are being played. When you are hired to play at a bar, restaurant, or live music venue, they're the ones responsible for paying those royalties, performance royalties specifically. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Musicians are off the hook for this kind of thing. If you're out and about, you may see a little sticker for ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC in the window of an establishment, and that means that venue is paying a blanket license to those performing rights organizations. Performing rights organizations are the mechanisms in which songwriters get paid for their compositions. Every commercial release is being passed through one of those organizations in the US. Those blanket licenses are typically purchased annually and will cover performance royalties for any artist on their roster for that year. This is a way to ensure that small business owners can provide quality entertainment while also making sure that artists are paid for their creative work. Now, I've also performed at venues that had strict no-cover policies, and that's typically because they have opted not to pay for the blanket licenses. Just note that as a performer, the responsibility of these kinds of things is on the venue and not you personally. Okay, live performances covered. So let's say you or your band decides you want to put your own spin on a song, record it, and then release it commercially. Do you get paid royalties for that release? The answer is yes, but some things have to be done first. As I mentioned earlier, songwriters get mechanical royalties anytime their composition gets reproduced in a tangible form. This would be one of those situations. So you, as the person making the cover song, will end up paying a mechanical royalty to the songwriter or publisher. There are a number of services you can do this through. The most popular ones are going to be CD Baby and DistroKid. Each of them have their own way of handling these kinds of clearances. I'm not going to get into the specifics of them. Honestly, that could be its own video. Once that is handled and the song is released commercially, you're either going to make performance royalties and or sync royalties, depending on if you're able to market that recording to other companies who do that kind of thing. My buddy Sam Tenaz recently released a covers EP, and those songs have been placed in TV shows like Roswell, New Mexico, and placed in ads in countries as far away as Italy. Check him out, by the way. He's got a new album coming out, and if it's like any of his other work, it's going to be awesome. Just to note, if this is something that you're planning on going into, you're more than likely going to have to join one of those performing rights organizations and potentially set up a publishing company. While not 100% necessary, if you're going to be doing this stuff seriously, it's worth considering. So in a nutshell, that's how you as a cover artist can make money playing other people's songs, and how the original artists are being recognized in kind for their creative work. In the end, everybody wins. I hope that was informative and helpful. If you have any specific questions or I left anything out, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. That's gonna do it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's good to be back. Last week, as I was wrapping up my video, my laptop battery exploded and kind of left me high and dry, but I got everything sorted and we'll be back to the normal schedule of releasing videos every week. One last thing, if you're digging this content and you've subscribed to the channel and you listen to the podcast and you've bought some merch and you still feel like supporting, consider signing up for our Patreon. We offer multiple tiers, and the $5 level gives you access to an exclusive Slack channel full of musicians just like you looking to make good money playing music. Have an awesome week, and we'll see you next time.